Welcome back. Sometimes in an effort to breathe new life into an organization, a company will bring back a former CEO. One of those companies reported this week, and we've got two on deck. Let's get to three buys and a bail. Boomerang CEO edition. Our trader today is Victoria Greene, CIO at Squared Private Wealth and a CNBC contributor. First up is Block. After serving as the CEO of Twitter from 2006 to 2008, Jack Dorsey returned in 2015. Later that same year, he took his other company, Square, now known as Block, public. He stepped down as Twitter CEO in 2021, and then Dorsey boomeranged in and out of Twitter. Block shares surged 1,500%. Victoria, do you think Dorsey's split role made a difference there?
I do. I love him as CEO. I love his direction. I feel like he has a lot of confidence in where he needs to go. He's pushing more into Bitcoin, more and more in transactions, the afterpay. Like, it's not just about, payment at service with merchandise. It's a really great company. And I think he's very forward looking. He's definitely looking into how blockchain is going to work in the future and becoming almost that digital global bank. And I love the direction he's taking it. And so for me, Square is definitely a buy.
Okay, thank you very much. Here, next up here, let's go talk about Disney. Bob Iger's successor, Bob Chapek, only lasting about 2 years in the role before Iger returned in a 2022 effort to renew growth lost during the pandemic. Disney shares are up more than 20% since Iger retook the helm, and he successfully fended off Nelson Peltz in a proxy fight. Victoria, can the Iger magic keep going?
Yes, absolutely. Buying the house of mouse. And I do actually question if he ever actually really left. So I think it's just a continuation of his vision. And I think he has a strong vision. He got rid of the proxy. He stopped the fight with Florida. They're refocusing on generating good content. They have a solid slate here in 2024. A lot of it's retreads, but who isn't going to watch Wolverine versus Deadpool? That should be amazing. Moana 2. And then you have Mufasa in the winter. But for me, it's about parks are doing well. They're figuring out the ESPN problem. They've got good content on Disney Plus. They're figuring out paid sharing. And for me, they only have this direction. If they can get that creative spark back, if they can get back to being Disney, which I think Iger is good at, then this stock has a lot of upside.
All right. So from Disney to the final buy, which is Under Armour, founder Kevin Plank returned as CEO in a little more than a month after a 4-year absence, during which the company went through 2 CEO changes and shares tumbled more than 60%. Victoria, does Kevin Plank's return play into your bullish thesis for UA?
It does. This is something I'd look at, maybe dollar cost averaging my way in with the stock under 7. I don't think this is going to be a super quick turnaround. They've had a lot of turnover. There's new management. I think about 2/3 of their management is new as of the last year. There may be some more house cleaning as he needs to reinstate his vision, but he's the founder of this company. He made a very successful company, but there is questions. He's going to have to find his direction. I like the way they were going. They got to have their Under Armour rewards, getting more into women's fashion athleisure. They need to find the spark of Under Armour. They need to go back to being who they were. And I think he's going to take the company, reinvigorate it, have a solid vision, and also stop the revolving door of management. That has really, really hurt this company because every 2 years they've been ripping up and starting over. Might have to start over here on the 3rd time, but I think this one's going to stick. And I see that could then drive future growth for the stock.
All right. So that's Under Armour. And now for the bail of your opinion, which is Starbucks. Founder Howard Schultz served as CEO on 3 separate occasions, 3 of them. With his final term from April 2022 to March of 2023, shares down 25% since Laxman Narasimhan took over in September of last year. Victoria, what do you not like about the Starbucks trade?
A lot. For me, you could bring in Warren Buffett to be CEO, and this company just has structural problems. They're facing so much more competition, and it's so saturated. The coffee market has so many more quality competitors. Even in the U.S., if you think about it, Starbucks used to be the end-all, be-all for to-go quality coffee. There weren't a lot of competitors. Now you have Dunkin' that's focusing more on coffee. McDonald's has a huge coffee brand, and then you have smaller brands like Dutch Bros, and then you have Tim Hortons moving more into here. Not to mention the big bet on China. You're facing Luckin and other areas in China that are very, very saturated. I think they have 39,000 global stores or something close to that. It's a huge footprint. How do you grow money here if your consumer can't pay more for coffee? And there is a lot of competition at reasonable prices, making it hard to have upward sticky prices. For me, I just can't do it.
All right, there's your 3 buys and a bail. Victoria Greene, always great to get your thoughts. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend.
Thanks, Dom.